Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Ina Langerman and I'm a violinist in New York City. This is our weekly lesson and we are continuing chords and we're focusing on Bach for our examples. Last week we did chords with focusing on smooth transitions between string crossings in the bow arm, and if you would like to see some of that first, you can click the link right up here or in the description below. So let's get started. Today we are focusing on how to connect one chord to the next when you have many chords in succession. So we're going to use the Bach G minor fugue as our example, and if you are playing along with this, you can take a look at measure 11 because we're going to use the example from there. So let's take it apart. There are several good ways to practice this, and actually it seems like we're going to be focusing on the left hand connecting one chord to the next, but the bow is going to help us out in this. So we're going to take out all the rhythms and we're just going to hook one into the next, the same way as you would practice, for example, shifting, right? For example, if you're practicing shifting, like hooking or a scale, that kind of hooking, but we're going to do that with chords today. So we're going to take the first two, and then the second chord we have, so we're going to put them together, then roll it backward, and right there I'm going to connect to the next one. So I roll it forward, then I'll roll it backwards, and I'm going to slur that into the connection, and that's where my left hand switches. So pay attention to what your left hand is doing when it's switching. Okay, so that's the first one. Then the next one we're going to go a little faster, and it's almost going to sound like a dotted rhythm. Okay, now I'm going to break it faster. So the point is I'm trying to sit on one chord at a time, and while I'm sitting on that chord, I'm thinking already of how I'm going to connect, how I'm going to move my fingers. Let's do it one more time. Add a little bit more vibrato to help the fingers relax. Okay, next one, I'm going to play 2 times, but the second time I'm not going to roll it backwards. I'm going to do it, both of them forward, so down bow and an up bow, and I'm still going to hook them in the same way. Okay, so by the time I get to this part, it's already easier to connect them with the left hand. Okay, and then you can try it as written. Good, so this is an excellent way to practice connecting chords when you have many of them in succession. This is just one of many examples in the violin repertory or viola repertory. So just a couple tips to help you. It's very easy for the left hand to feel stiff when we're practicing chords. So there are 2 things you can do to help release them. When we are holding a chord for a little bit in one of these examples, so one thing you can do, if you feel like something feels stiff when you're sitting on it, hold on a second and just tap each finger up and down and see if you can drop it a little bit lighter than before. See if they're lighter, and do it again. See if I can vibrate them. The next thing you can do is see able to tap with the thumb, because one of the most common places that stiffness begins, besides pressing too hard, is right over here in this part of the thumb. So this part of the thumb can get really tight because it's easy to clench the neck of the violin. So you want to see if you can move it around. So those are two great ways to check, and you can do it with one chord at a time, and then after, once you connect one chord to the next, when you sit on that next one, pause and check again, and then see if you can do 3 chords like that, and so on. So that's it for today, actually. I hope this is very helpful for you. Please let me know in the comments below what you think and what repertoire you're working on. This can be used in many different pieces. I'm just giving you one example. All right? We're going to continue more on chords next week. So we're going to sign off for today, and happy practicing. I will see you in the next lesson.